knowing pretty well that I'm going to end up being suspended. So, before you think that this is a stupid decision, think of me first. Let's pretend that this makeup isn't makeup. Let's pretend that this is all of the things that make you who you are, that make you beautiful, that makes you unique. Let's say you go to school. You're different from everybody else. Everybody laughs at you because they don't understand you. They don't know why you are the way you are because they're so caught up in conforming and being cool and not being who they really are that they want to put you down. They ask you lots of questions and they don't really understand who you are as a person. Are you going to let that get to you? If somebody tells you, just be normal, just be like the rest of us, are you going to listen to them and stop? I'm not. I know that I'm going to end up getting suspended for wearing this makeup, and nobody's really going to understand the meaning behind it. But to me right now, this makeup isn't makeup. This makeup is all of the things that make all of you guys who you are. And I'm going to school, and I'm going to stand up for all of these people who want to try to change it, who want to try to understand it but will never get it, and who want to laugh at me, you know? I'm going to stand through all of it for you guys, so you won't have to anymore. And I know that's not really going to work, literally, obviously, but after getting those messages about how if I did this, it would inspire you and, make you comfortable with who you are and be more confident, I really wanted to do it because, you guys need to know that you guys are beautiful and you don't need to change no matter what anybody says. All their opinions are really, they're so irrelevant. And you guys just need to remember that you were born this way. You don't need to change for anybody. You can move me now.
I'm so excited!
I know, I'm so scared that she's gonna be so mad. We need to stick together.
Let's do this! We're going to Miss Locklier's first and see what she says.
I know. Hi.
Wait, why don't you do that? Look.
What?
What?
It's, oh my god, it's so
I was like a boy there.
Today, I went to school. Okay. As most of you know. And I went early to my friend Cassie's house because she was going to do it with me. And I did her makeup on the bus. And everybody on her bus would get on and fake scream. To kind of make fun of somebody. And of course, everybody on the bus was asking us what it was for, what we were doing while we were doing it. And they'd make comments we're sitting right there and somebody 2 seats ahead of us was talking about us. And I was like, you couldn't just talk to us, you have to make a comment to somebody else about it, asking them what the fuck we're doing. But I guess that was the whole point of doing this, because people are going to react like that. And we got to school, we walked in the gym, and everybody was staring at us. And we strutted our stuff up those bleachers. I felt fucking fabulous. And so then more people were asking us what we were doing, and a couple people wanted to take pictures of us. And I was afraid that we were going to get caught by a teacher, and they were going to tell us to wash it off. So I tried to avoid teachers at all costs. So I made it to the cafeteria, because we all have to sit in the gym before school starts. And so after we got told it was time to go back to class, we had to walk through the cafeteria to get to our classrooms. And I saw my science teacher, Miss Locklear, and I was like, please don't make them make us take it off. And Miss Locklear said she didn't care. I told her what it was for, and about how the makeup is symbolic for all of the things that make people unique, that they usually get made fun of for being different. And how I was kind of supposed to be the person to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to change for you. we're all beautiful in our way. God makes no mistake. We were born that way. Miss Locklear really liked it. And I made it to Spanish class, and my Spanish teacher is so cute. She's this really tiny Mexican lady who can just barely speak English. But she saw me, and she said something in Spanish, like she was totally in awe. And she asked me what it was for, and I told her, and she almost started crying. She thought it was such a good idea, and I thought she was so sweet. But of course she didn't make me take it off. Then, me and Cassie were walking to our second period, and Ms. Burks, who is one of the administrators, saw us and was like, ladies, let's go to the bathroom and take this off. And we were like, no, we're not. And she was like, yes, you are. It's a distraction, blah, blah, blah. And we were like, no, we're just going to go home. If we can't express what we need to express, we're going to go home. We're not going to stay here. And then Ms. Burks was like, well, even if you are going home, I don't care. You still have to take it off. So we just stood in the bathroom for a really long time, like, contemplating, do we take it off or don't we? In the end, I actually decided, I'm going home anyways, so I might as well just take it off because I don't care about getting suspended necessarily, but, I just decided to take it off to make things easier on myself, which actually in the end wouldn't have mattered. I thought Miss Burks was still out in the hallway, so I just took it off anyways. If she wasn't, I could have just kept it on. And while we were there, I kind of skipped over what had happened with everybody else. Me and Cassie were walking to her locker before school. I go to a school that is smack dab in the middle of the ghetto. It is on the street that all the prostitutes walk on, that all the shootings are on, stuff like that. All the drug deals. Like, it is in the middle of the ghetto. So, the minority is white people, and 90% of the school is black people. And I have nothing against them. So when I say these things, don't think I'm racist. It's just the kids at my school are fucking ridiculous because it is so ghetto. So me and Cassie are walking to the cafeteria, and this horde of black girls walks past us, and they're like, ha, they look a damn mess. And I was like, they did it really loud though. And I was sitting there like, you couldn't have just said that to us? Like, you need to go scream about it? Do you really think that's going to affect me? So then we walked through, and everybody was staring at us. We walked through to the hallway, and more hordes of black girls were saying shit. And I can't even remember all the things they said. But it's really sad. This just proves how judgmental, society is today. Black girls were walking past us talking about how we were ugly, how we looked ridiculous, how we were stupid. They would blatantly laugh at us and talk about us, and we were standing right there, like, super loud. Because, all the girls at my school are loud and obnoxious. And it didn't get to me because, that's what this is about. I don't know if it got to Kathy or not, though. I don't think it did. And then, after I had taken my makeup off, my friend, my gay friend, walked up to me and asked me why I had to take it off. And I said, well, because, Miss Burke made us. And this black girl that he was with, as soon as we turned to walk away, she was like, thank God, they look fucking terrible, or something like that. But she said something so bitchy. I was like, why are you gonna wait to say that until you walk away? Like, I don't understand. Like, you say it loud enough for me to hear you. Like, you're trying to get me to hear you, but you can't just say it to me. Like, I don't care. You're not gonna make me cry. So more groups of black girls were making fun of us and calling us ugly, and I swear, if this whole ordeal wasn't about appreciating people for who they are, no matter what they look like or what they were interested in, I would have turned around and told that bitch how ugly she was. Like, it's kind of ironic that they're gonna call us ugly when they're the ones with fake hair and fake nails and fake eyebrows, and they can't even feel pretty without being, like, manufactured. So, I had to go back to my second period, and I got escorted by Mr. Hadley. And usually when you're with him, you're in trouble. So everybody was like staring at me like, what the hell did you do? And then my teacher saw me earlier, and she was being such a bitch to me. This is totally irrelevant to the story, I guess. But Miss Gomes was being a fucking bitch. And so my mom came and picked me up from school, and she thought that she was going to have to get in a fight with somebody over this because she thought that I was getting suspended. So she was about to fight, like, you can't even let kids express themselves and try to inspire other people to be confident in who they are because they were born that way. Fuck you. And she was actually disappointed that she didn't get to fight with somebody. And so my mom picked me up, and we went, and we got Panda Express, and we went shopping a little bit. And I went home and took a nap. And that was how today went. I think I kind of expected the story to be a little more interesting, but it wasn't. Yeah, that's kind of it. I don't really think today was as effective as I wanted it to be because I got sent home so early, and not many of the kids at my school really understand because they don't have the mental capacity to think in depth. But I hope for any of the Anons who said that it would inspire them to be more confident in themselves, knowing that somebody else could, go to school looking like a total freak and, have people laughing at them and very obviously judging them, and it doesn't bother me at all. I hope that inspires you to, be yourself no matter what bullshit you get from other people, because you don't need to change. You were born that way.